Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today we're going to make our slotted spine for this journal that we made the cover for, right? Well, I've got two of them over here. So we're going to make this. We're going to do all these things here. It's not hard. It's easy, I promise. We've got the craft colored cardstock on this side. You can use white or whatever color you want to use. It's just completely up to you. I use a, let's see, where's my ruler? Here it is. Make it to fit your journal that you're making. If you're making a 9x6, then use a 9x7 piece. 7 is the width. 7 is what you always want to stick with. The height can change. So this is 7 by 8 because I'm making this one a little bit shorter. Okay. So, yep, we're going to make this. All you need is a piece of fabric. Now, your fabric can be a little bigger. Better bigger than not big enough, right? So it can be a little bigger, and just that same size 8x7 on that. I've got my heat mat here so I can get this a good iron, because it's better to have a ironed piece, you know, so it's flat and not giving you a bunch of grief on having wrinkles and stuff like that. So it's best to just give it a good ironing. No worries. Doesn't take but a second. Just give it a good go over with the iron. And lay it aside. And put this away. So now we're down to the mucky mat. So let's see. I want to make sure I'm getting it right. This is the 8. So this is the top and bottom sort of thing, right? So we're going to put our tape on it this way, which is long ways, which is top and bottom, but we don't want to go this way. We want to go this way. Or I do. So we're going to do it this way. And then we'll get our fabric on there. We'll do our scoring because that helps us get our lines straight-ish for our slots, for our slotted spine, right? Yeah, this is just super simple and easy. A great way to make a journal that will hold a lot. And you want to put fabric on what shows, you know, the front of it, because it'll show in between the pages and stuff. This way you don't have to put the what am I trying to say? The little strips in between the pages. You can just put the fabric on there, whatever fabric you want. I'm using the neutral color. So, but yeah, you can use whatever color. You can use the color you make the journal cover out of, or a contrasting color, or a neutral color. Up to you. Whatever you want to do with that. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tape off, and the reason I'm working on my mucky mat is that we've got to cut those slots. And so when you do that, you kind of need to have something that you can cut on. Then it won't ruin it, you know. Silicone mat is great for gluing, but it is not great for cutting. I know you can get those nice glass mats that you can cut on or you can glue on or whatever. And they're nice. They're expensive. But when you're doing videos, they glare. Like, you know, worse than that. Okay? So, here we go. You want to have it to where you're going to have, let me get these out of the way because I don't want anything getting in the way of this. You want it to be fitting everywhere, okay? Sort of enough on both sides to where you're going to have some overlap, right? Because you want that overlap. That's going to be your part that folds over this, because this is the front, okay? This is the part that you're going to see. You won't see all of this because you'll be putting your inside papers on there, but you want this to overlap because you have something over it, and it gives you more security on your piece going down and not coming off, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we've got this part done. Let's get on to our next part. Like I said, it's super simple and easy. I'm going to use my scoreboard because I can get my measurements more or less right. Okay. So, on our measurements, we want to have 2 inches, and we want that 2 inches to go all the way, okay? Turn it around. We want 2 inches again, and it's going to go straight, please. It's going to go all the way down, okay? Now we're going to take this, and just your fabric will fold up. It's you know, and we're going to do 1/2 inch because you need that 1/2 inch. Believe me, you do. You want that to be your sort of guide for, don't go past there when you're making your inside scores to make your slots, okay? I'm trying to make sure this is as simple as possible, okay? So we've got our outside boundaries, all right? Now we're going to go back in, and we're going to go from this 2 inches to 2.5, okay? We're going to start here and go down, right? Just between the lines, okay? Just between the lines. 3, and go down. Just between these lines. 3.5. Go down again. 4. And 4.5. This keeps us straight, okay? Now, let's see here. I did discover something that I thought was really cool, and I'm going to try it again. Now that I've got these lines on here, I want to use my rotary, okay? And I'm going to, but it's hard to see the lines, right? I mean, you can, but it's hard to see them. So I'm going to use this. You know, we've been using this in the stitching, the slow stitching and embroidery videos I've been doing. Well, you know what? This is fabric, and it'll magically go away once it's done. So I'm going to do the lines where I can see them once I get my ruler on there. It's not easy. And then I can just zip right through it super quick, right? Okay. Just getting them right on that score line, and put my line right down through there. Now, of course, you don't want to do your 2-inch ones, right? Don't do those. You're not going to cut those. You're just going to cut your inside ones that are between the 2" and the 1/2", right? Just your insiders. Okay, just hold your ruler still, make that mark. It's so easy. And you can do this with a pencil if you want, because once you cut this out, most of the line will be gone. And if you do it lightly with a pencil, it probably won't show much. Anyways, just saying. Or you can get one of those. They're really cool. So I'm going to use my ruler now. I will still have to use my scissors to get the very ends, right? But yeah, just go hold the ruler still though. Now that's a thing you have to do, is hold that still. So now these rotary cutters are the ones for paper, but they cut fabric just fine with no problem. Actually, they do just as well as the ones for fabric, but they're so much cheaper. Oh my gosh, so much cheaper. Guys, if you're going to get a rotary cutter, get one of these little cheapy Fisker ones. It does just fine. You get a couple extra blades with it, and I don't think I've changed it but once since I've had it, and it's been a long time. So yeah, it just makes something like, now you can use a craft knife if you prefer a craft knife. I just like this. Now don't get your fingers out in the way of it, because you know it'll cut skin too, but a craft knife will too. So just whatever you prefer. Okay, now I'm going to put that to the side, get my scissors, and more or less do the finishing up, because up at the ends sometimes it doesn't go all the way because you're on a roll, you know, and you want it all the way to that 1/2" place, right? Because you're going to be sliding your hinge pages in. And you'll make your hinge pages just to fit in here. Just make them whatever size you're making your slotted spine, your journal cover, all that. You just make it custom, really. Okay. Let's see, did I skip one? No, I didn't. It just didn't cut all the way through. Sometimes you need to add a little extra pressure, you know. It's kind of score cut instead of all the way cut. But anyways, that's fine. It's easier than trying to do it all. Now you can do a thing where you go start it with a craft knife and then use your scissors. I've done that. It works. Just whatever way is more comfortable for you, right? Get this one. For me, the rotary is my easiest way. It just is. So, but you have to apply the right pressure, you know, and that's okay. So once we get this, that one's up there, that one's up there, that one is too. I did better at one end than I did the other. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to turn my little heaty thing back on and let it heat up, and I'll show you. These lines just go right away, and you've got a perfect-ish slotted spine to go in your journal. I'm also going to take off this because you don't want that. When you have this going into your journal, you're going to have it where you need to be able to see where your end is, right? Like so, and like so. And it's going to fit centered in there, right? So I don't want that on there in the way of me seeing where I need to put it. That makes sense. So I will use my rotary and just go right across there and get that off. This needs to stay on the sides, yes, but the top and bottom, but still, like I said, better too much than not enough, because the not enough can bite later. Okay, so we've got all our lines gone. Is that cool or what? Those pins are so much fun. Crafting can apply across all crafts, right? So we've got all our slots done. We've got this is where it'll fold. See? You just go like so. Because this is heavyweight cardstock. Well, it's not heavyweight. It's supposed to be 110, but I'm telling you what, this is a lot heavier than my usual 110 that's white. It really is. So I don't know who's deciding what 110 is anymore, but yeah, this is a lot heavier than the 110 that I use that's white. So just saying. All right, so that's where it'll sit in the journal, like so. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and get my ruler. Always make sure you're using the metal edge, because yeah, you don't want to use the other side. This thing will roll right over it and chop it up to confetti. It will. Okay, like so, because you want it just to the edge, you know. Doesn't have to be perfect, just to the edge. Okay, like so. You can kind of see where the edge is, so just hold it still. Don't let it move around on you. That's not on the thing. So, okay. Now, we've got it ready to go in. But before we put it in there, of course, we've got to put our slotted pages. We've got to I'm going to put pockets. I'm going to put, let me show you what I'm planning. We're not going to do it today, but I'm planning this. I've got my little signatures here. I'm making 2, remember. I've got them cut down to size, and they're going to be sewn onto these pieces that are going to slot into the slotted spine, right? And then I've got these, they're the hinged pages that are going to slide into there. So that's your homework, to get your stuff picked out. I'm going to show you how to make the page, the hinge page, pocket page. We're going to use that one to do that, and we're going to put a signature, sew it into the slotted spine piece that's going to slot into here, and then we'll put them in here once I show you how to do those 2 things in the next video. Okay, we're just taking it slow and easy. We're not in a hurry, are we? We're going to do this, and it's going to be so beautiful. Guys, these journals are going to be gorgeous. We've got 2 of them that are in the works, and they're going to be gorgeous. Each one of them is going to have 3 of the hinged page pockets and 2 signatures, and that's going to be pretty full. Pretty full. I think it'll be about like so. We'll see if it is. Okay. We got our job done. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.